cover crops have a lot of practical applications for urban farmers that deal with the unique challenges of growing in urban spaces. We're going to talk about a couple of those challenges as well as some of the cover crops that can be used to mediate those. One challenge in particular is much topsoil in urban areas has been removed for construction that then deplete the soils that make it difficult to grow crops on. So there are a couple options to add organic matter to your soil in urban spaces. I'm standing between two right now, so we have oats here on my left and we have buckwheat here on my right. Both are really great options for adding organic matter to your soil, and they have different benefits. Oats will provide that organic matter, and as you can see, grow well into the fall and can kind of generate consistent organic matter even in cold temperatures. And then buckwheat is a much shorter growing crop that will produce organic matter very rapidly, but then also winter kills. Buckwheat's also really great for pollinators, so if you're trying to attract more pollinators to your space, the flowers are really attractive to bees and other pollinators necessary for crop production. Another challenge that urban farmers often face is dealing with very compacted soils that crop roots can't penetrate. So one option that we have for this is oilseed radish. So oilseed radish has a long taproot, as you can see here, that penetrates deep into the soil and creates channels for crop roots and water to penetrate in the next year. So once you chop this down and cut the green off, the root will desiccate, and then that will provide new channels for water to penetrate, as well as for crops that have deep roots, such as carrots and beets, to penetrate into deeply. One other challenge for urban farmers is that because of the intensity of production in small spaces, often we're using nutrients at a very high rate. So we have to replenish those nutrients, and bringing in nutrients from rural areas in the form of manure or compost may be very costly at small scales. So we have some options for that help add nitrogen back into the soil, and those are called nitrogen fixing crops. Some that are good for urban uses are hairy vetch, clover, and sometimes peas can be beneficial as well. All of these crops serve the purpose of taking nitrogen from the air and fixing it into the soil that make it available for your next crop. A good option for nitrogen fixing crops is to plant them mixed in with a crop like oats or buckwheat that provide that organic matter. And that companion planting is going to provide both the benefits of developing organic matter as well as adding nitrogen back into the soil. You can check out our whole suite of tools for urban farmers and implementing cover cropping practices on our cover crop website.